the place great?
Yeah.
The place is amazing. Look at the maggots on the wall. That's freaking awesome. The monkeys from the Planet of the Apes. So, other day, I was talking to a cop, everyone's favorite thing to do, and it came up that I have a medical marijuana card. And he goes, and he's like, oh man, that's awesome. I wish I could get one of those, but the department won't let us. And I go, oh, that sucks. He goes, yeah, but there's this joke that cops tell each other. You want to hear it? I'm like, yeah. You guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
What? A little more. You guys want to hear this joke? Yeah. Okay.
Woo!
Cops don't buy weed. So they're trying to pass legislation in Kentucky to make it legal for a cop to arrest you for offending them. All that wasted training of how to arrest you for no reason, flushed down the toilet. What do cops sound like when they're having sex? What does cop sound like when he's having sex? Stop resisting. She's resisting. What's the difference between minorities and drywall? If you shoot drywall, you might get in trouble for it. I know, it's horrible. You guys get that? Yeah, it's horrible. Horrible joke, sorry. Let's change the subject. So, interesting fact. Referees are not allowed to have beards. Like, I guess it makes them look more shady. I mean, when I'm getting alone, like I shave. Anyway, I was telling one of my friends this interesting fact. And she's like, that's discrimination. And I'm like, who does that discriminate against? Asian guys and non-Middle Eastern women? You know, people can't grow beards. Because Middle Eastern women can grow beards. It's okay, my mom's Middle Eastern. She thought that joke was hilarious. She had to watch it laugh.
Kid-friendly, mother approves.
I was thinking of doing my whole entire set in a suicide bomber outfit. I thought that would be pretty funny. Death to America. If you don't laugh, I will blow it all. I love Middle Eastern jokes because there's so few of them. Like, people are always getting offended. And I'm like whenever there's a Middle Eastern joke, I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. Finally, we're included in this hilarity. Like The Simpsons had a poo canceled. Like, people had a poo canceled because they were offended because he portrays this stereotype of Indians. And I'm like, seriously, you guys had a full-time character. I would suicide bomb for a full-time character on The Simpsons. So remember back in the day, like when you said Kobe, you'd be like if you did something awesome, it'd be like Kobe. Or like if you made a piece of garbage in the trash can, you'd be like Kobe. Like, no one?
Yes. No, I heard.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And then later on, it meant like if you raped someone, you'd be like Kobe, because of the Dave Chappelle skit, when he threw the condom in the. But nowadays, like, you're having like a really bad set, you could be like Kobe, because you crashed and burned. Too soon. So I was at a bar the other day. And this super hot girl I know. I was with a couple of friends, and this super hot girl comes straight up to me. I know her. She's a friend of ours, and she comes straight up to me and she's like, "I just broke up with my boyfriend. Are you still with your girlfriend?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And she walks away, and it's the first thing out of her mouth, and I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And like my friends are like, "Oh my God, you need to go talk to this girl," and I'm like, "Yes, I completely concur. I'm definitely gonna go talk to this girl." So I finally work up the motivation, the guts, everything, to go talk to her. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, what should I open with? And I'm looking at her and I'm like, man, her face really cleared up. You know, probably because she's not in this stressful relationship anymore. And I'm gonna open up with something about that. So, great idea, right? So I go straight up to her and I'm like, your face looks really clear. And she goes, are you autistic? And I go, yes, I am. All right, that's all I got for tonight.
Hey.
Woo! Thanks for listening. Mark Hanna is my name. Next up, is that the list right there?
Yeah.